And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Random time to be on, as always. And it's kind of fun doing this because I get to catch people from all over the states and all over the world because it's not just within the US of people following me and family and friends here on my channel. My last video has been kicking some butt. It's also bringing in some comments that I was expecting, and I'm just glad they're not getting ugly as some of the comments that I've seen throughout social media about some things relative to the Broadacres flea market. So, thank you for joining me. We got Susan Stryker right in. Thank you very much. I like these random times I go live. You just never know who has time to jump on. And before a while back, I used to go on live here on YouTube every Thursday, and that was the set time that I had, and it worked then, and then I got away from it. And now I want to start bringing it back how I used to be, being very active, not just in recorded content from thrifting and sourcing, but also here live to where we get to learn more about each other. I see some comments coming in. Give me a second because I actually need a webcam, and I'm using my iPhone and it's kind of in the way. So I need to pop it out. If I could see it, and this is a problem. I gotta like move out the way to see the chat from here. Let me adjust some things. I think I seen a question mark, and we'll get to that here and load in the live chat. We're just not starting on this live, so whenever you go into anybody's live chat, check at the bottom of your panel to see if you're on live chat. There are other options if you're on your computer, like top chat, live chat, and fan funding. I've never used fan funding. We got Deanne Allen. Hello, welcome. We got my friend, my amigo, Cesar Ramos. I'm here. Why did you not answer my call? Caesar, I didn't set my alarm like I told you. And even when I woke up, I didn't see a missed call from you. So sorry. I want to share some news about Caesar, but I want to wait until my next video for some feel good news that I've been holding on to. First, I want to ask him if it's okay. We got Christian Rural Squirrel. Hey, Sonny, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you too, my friend. Patricia, hello, Patricia. How are you doing? And I guess that was the question mark was from Caesar. See what had happened was exactly. I fell asleep. I woke up this morning around 5. I had to pick up my wife from work, and this was, ladies and gents, I dropped the bomb on this. I always emphasize every year before June in my videos, and have been for probably over 5 years now, when the time comes around, that I'm a veteran. I have some perks that go along with serving our country. And along with that, I get a discount from registration. So somehow along the way, my wife's registration was not registering in my registrational mindset. So I'm blaming it on myself when I feel that I've been doing it because I'm always preaching about it. And my registration was good. She got pulled over the other day and they gave her a citation. And come to find out, the DMV is not how it used to be. Now you have to set an appointment through your app here in Las Vegas. And if you try to do a walk-in, forget about it. They're just going to turn you back around and you're going to wait months ahead. And God forbid anything happens to anybody to where you need it and during that time frame of an appointment. So I try to talk to several people there. And I honestly, to rant a little bit, do not feel that this is a good way to be taking care of the public. This is a public service. And how is it possible that we can have people wait longer than, say, the people that have appointments? It only makes sense, and I would do that and have done it before. So I will be in court for the citation in November, and we have an appointment for registration in October, and that's during my birth month. So I'm not expecting anything for my birthday, October 11th. I'm just gonna swallow that pill, own up to my own mistakes, as we all should, and do the best that we can to take care of it. We got Treasures by Jim. Hello and welcome. I'm gonna lurk in the background while let's keep talking. All right, Christian. Every once in a while, hop in and let us know how much items you listed. let's all take a guess right now and say that by the time we end this live, Kristen will have, I'm guessing, 21 items listed. All right. I'm giving myself about an hour. I'm pretty sure she could do more, but depending on what it is, she could be doing less. Team Libra, that's what I'm talking about. When is everybody's birthdays? Do you have any anniversaries coming up? I like to have live chats with you all weekly as much as possible because this is a great way for us to learn about each other. We follow people online, and sometimes you have no idea who they actually are other than the content that they share. And this is my way of being a little lazy, of not having to go out and record items to show you, but get to be here in the raw moment online and not catch any cooties from one another with our mouth breathing selves. October 1st, what? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I got to look this up. My sister is October 3rd. Oh my gosh. I don't even know when my sister's birthday is. I'm going to say October 3rd. If you're wondering, how do I not know my sister's birthday? I didn't grow up close to my family like that. But I'm glad now we have a great relationship, even with my dad that I've talked about before. And all of this that I'm talking about, personal stuff, has helped me get over our reselling and YouTubing, editing videos, having this community has really helped me get over a lot of obstacles that I've had in my life. The content that you see isn't always it. There's people struggling, as we all are, whether it's small hurdles, big hurdles, obstacles. But I try to show time and time again that we can all be resilient and look at our past in a different light at times, to where I once was just the world is against me mentality, to where I'm now, it's when I face something, I'm just focused. I'm not beating myself up about it as much. And it's very a little bit amount of time that I do that. If I make a mistake that's unintentional, which I don't try to intend on making any mistakes or make anybody feel bad, I forgive myself. And that's a big part of who I am that helps me move forward in a way that I'm not just dwelling on things. That was one of the biggest hurdles I have faced, is getting over myself mentally and looking at things and laughing about it, especially with content that is going around through social media like a wildfire. And prayers to those still affected by wildfires and floods. But those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And in time, light does shine down on the dark to eventually fade it away. Um, what did I do? I went to Savers yesterday, but before that, I was on Cat the Nurse Flipper's live channel for the second time this past Tuesday, and I showed something, and I want to give credit. I didn't think about it. I should have, but I want to give credit to Melissa. Look at this amazing drinking glass, copper. Some people are saying that this is sterling silver fish, sterling silver on copper. Melissa messaged me via text message saying, "Hey, I seen these at Savers across the way. It took me 40 minutes to get there the next day. Thankfully, there were 5 of them there. That'll be in one of my thrifting videos coming up and telling you more about it. And I got them for, I think, 35 bucks. So I was really amazed to find these. I showed it on Cat the Nurse Flipper channel, but I didn't give Melissa credit for it, and I'm giving her credit for it now. She actually just texted me saying she tried to go look for the 6 glass because it comes in a set of 6, and they sell for hundreds of dollars. Well, let me take that back. There are a few listings of them throughout social media on different platforms other than just eBay that are listed as high as $1,200 down to $800, and individual cups for around $250. So great find, but a lead that led me that way. We got Jim Flipper over here in California, Bay Area. They have DMV registration vending machines at grocery stores. So, see, and this is why we talk, because people bring up things and remind you of other information. We have a few DMV registration kiosks here in Las Vegas. And if you try to go to any other company, like the small companies, that if you're a veteran like myself and Cesar Ramos, that's in the chat, and maybe a few others, salute to the veterans out here, that if you try to take your voucher, if you get one, over to some of these companies, they do not accept it. You have to go to either the kiosk And Albertsons, I think it's over here down the road for me. And then, of course, the DMV, they honor it. And I think it's a good way, which also leads me to highlight, if you're in Las Vegas, if you're a veteran, if you have an amount of disability, whether it's 10% or 100%, you get offered part of this pot that is given to veterans. And you just have to show your DD 214 and then also your disability amount paperwork or official thing. You could find that online. Take it over and you go every year. They give you registration discount voucher. They'll give you, say, 600, but it's not as big as it sounds. You do not use all of the 600. It's not something you could pocket and use yourself to go thrifting or, buy a new app to watch movies or anything. It's not like that. It's up to 2 vehicles that are your own or your family household. And then you also get, I think depending on the percentage, they give you, help you out on mortgage one time a year. And anything that could help is awesome. When you've already applied yourself to do this, it comes with it. And from the very beginning, as a veteran, getting into disability from it and getting some assistance, I felt that there are people in way worse conditions that it should go to them. So how it took after a few years for people at the assessor's office going over there and looking at other things, they said, look, if you don't use it and you don't apply for it, which you've already worked and put yourself into the military and you did it honorably, you deserve this. This is what it's for. So you should be doing it, because if you don't, more of it gets taken away. It's like the end of the year, the fiscal. If you don't use it, you lose it. So if I don't use something that's for me, then I do no justice for this opportunity. So with the kiosk stuff, that's part of it that I can't use Carla's fix it at the kiosk, because registration reads as from 1 year to the other. So online it looks like it's expired 2 years when it's only been 1 year, and that's the thing to it. So it must have been just a little over a full year that it counted as 2 years. And I've done everything. I've called people. I tried to make it right by not having to wait so long, but unfortunately, sometimes we got to wait for things to just to get through them. My birthday is Saturday. I'm also in Las Vegas. Carla Zona. Hello, Carla with the C. My wife is Carla with the K. Mary Jo Schrader. Welcome back. Here in North Carolina, the DMV is short-staffed and behind. You can't even make appointments. They are allowing us to go to 2 years with expired license. Try explaining that to TSA. Oh my goodness, that's a big one. Ladies and gents, can y'all all say hello to Kat the Nurse Flipper? I will tell you, this is a rare moment. She usually never has time to watch people's videos, much less be inside a live chat. So Kat, I am her co-host to her Tuesday evening live talks. It's a lot of fun. I just said that earlier in the beginning that I've just now experienced my second time there, and I'm learning a lot. It's not so much this panel that Kat has created for over years, but it's not just about her, and it's not just about the co-host. It's about a combination of things. Learning. We all have different answers for different things, but we also take a lot from it too, from other people. So it's about a community getting together and helping each other out. I learned a lot from the chat time and time again, and I always have been. And I am very honored to be there with Kat, to be her co-host. We are working on some more people to come in, and I am plugging in people that I know, and I'm asking people that I have followed but still don't know if they do, say, eBay or how they do things. So I am getting no's, but I'm getting yeses as well. And some people, live chats isn't just for them, and in time when they're ready, they told me they would say, hey, is it okay? And I hope they do. I hope the people that said it's not for them right now because they got things going on, that they come later on, because these are people that I see something that I want other people to learn about or experience and follow along. Because if they're not good enough for me, let me take it this way. It'll be a lot less like jump in. If your people aren't good enough for me, you wouldn't want to introduce them to me, right? Same way with me. If the people that I have and around are not the right people, I would not want to bring them to the community. and there's a lot of life lessons that I've learned about some things, and I am very careful now about certain stuff and people. So Cat the Nurse Flipper, thank you so much. I have like alligator tears, and cat scares me all the time, just visually. I'm a very visual person. She goes swimming with manatees in Florida. What's another thing also familiar in Florida that swims in the water? And I'm not talking about your ex, I'm talking about alligators. For years, I have had nightmares about alligators, and I can't let go of it. It's not part of like military or anything. I just always had a fear of alligators in the water. So when I see Cat, and although she's already shared the video which tells me she's okay, like it's not like the alligator is going to take her phone and upload the video for her. Like it's not possible, and that's just how my imagination works. It starts rolling, and it scares me, and then I just try to look at happy cartoons or movies like Hallmark videos. Those are always the best to get you out of the scary movies late at night. Swimming with sharks. That is another one, Crystal. There has been sightings recently of great white sharks around 6 to 8 feet going up in some clear waters from the ocean into fresh water. So, freaking, I mean, can you blame these animals though? This is their land, their territory, and when you start pushing them away from their element, they're gonna start exploring. And Cat, just geez, you scared the crap out of me. I just wish she stopped swimming in those waters, but she's pretty much a mermaid. She loves the water. Laughing out loud, Sonny. I know I'm dressing up for Halloween. Wait, you're gonna dress up as an alligator? See, that won't scare me. It's just the dreams and people actually in water. But I did find a wig. Let me drink some coffee. I found a black wig yesterday or last night after dropping off my wife to work. And at my vintage booth, there's a little number stand over we all have them. And I want to add like a wig hanging over the V38, my booth number, but it was so shiny. I was like, this is nothing like me. My hair is like a little like semi shiny, but that was too much. And I was like, I'll change it. But that's one of my plans, is to find like a good wig to have over my booth number, that it's like obviously people know who it is, that know me or are looking for me, just to help stand out. But it's not a big area anyways. You'll find me. Cat is one tough gal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she would like chokehold a freaking alligator by its cankles and make it squeal. Like true story, that hasn't happened, but I don't want to see it come true. It scares me. Little alligators are fine. We went to, man, speaking of alligators, let's keep going with this. Have any of you ever been around alligators outside of a zoo? We went on an anniversary trip to the French Quarters out in New Orleans, the Nolans, and we went on a gator trip, and that was fun. I wasn't afraid of it because for my mind, I gotta play things out. I gotta think about it. I gotta know what's coming and not let myself just fly off the pedestal or something, lose my marbles, as some people may say. So we got to be around some big alligators. They freaking love marshmallows. One of the guys tried to throw some like liver or little weenies, like Vienna sausage that he had, and he said, "Watch this. They don't want that. They want the marshmallows." And as soon as he just got a marshmallow and threw it in, around 8 alligators from nowhere. I said, "Can we go now?" But we did get to hold a little bitty alligator, and that was fun. But they're still dangerous. Those didn't scare me. Yes, a lot of times. No, Sonny. Ladies and gents, can we get a hello to Nornie out in Canada? Uh, Canada, I had 3% increase in viewers from Canada with my last video. Majority of it was in the US, but I get a lot of people from Canada come over. Also, did you not see, or you follow me on Instagram? Ladies and gents, drop some emojis down for this. Drop some hearts or whatever you can, even the middle finger. It doesn't matter, whatever emoji is up on there. I just reached 17,000 subscribe hairs. 17,000 subscribe hairs. The last video that I had has been freaking amazing. Again, it has brought in some comments that are expected. It's not they're not welcome. They're not really like off the top. There's some like brain scratchers that told me they need people to look into them than they want people looking into other people. But we all know here we're all about having a good time, and sometimes those people shouldn't bother you. I've learned a lot about that too. There are people out there that are going to say things, do things, and as long as it's not physical or threatening, then they're really nobody of importance or bring value to you. So remember that and make them as small as possible and just keep stepping around them, not on them, because we still respect ourselves more than anything. Shout out to Ronnie. Yes. Shout out to Canada. Yeah. Is that a merman? Yeah. Yeah. Cat. Oh, I need to send Gino the video. I'll work on it after this live. I just need to, Gino is one of, supporter sellers. He's been on cats for years now. He's a huge supporter of cat and people in the community. And I'm going to send him a video of me and he's going to do his magic. And I don't bite my nails like this. I always get compliments about my nails too, but he makes me want to bite my nails off. I'm so nervous of what this video is going to end up turning out. But that makes it even more fun when you let other people have control and know that it's nothing but good intentions. Gino is awesome. I like Gino. He's funny. I like when he's in the chats. Like, you just can't get enough. You never know what he's going to say. And it's just real. Very real person. I don't let anyone live rent-free. That's another way of putting it. Correct, Mary. Don't let them live rent-free in your brain, but you could live rent-free in their brain. I have for about 3 years in other people's minds. Yes, exactly what I mean. I love Kevin's video, Merman. No! Kevin's video of the merman. I just don't like how it's almost really looking into your eyes. Like he's focused on everybody when that comes out. And I'm just like, oh, I get the creepers. But I do like Kevin. Don't get me wrong. I like Kevin. I've been watching a lot more of his videos. I've been able to catch up on some things more and more to where I've been able to sit down and watch people and learn about new resellers and also content creators. I'm going to tell you, I do not just focus on reselling. I like to just watch and soak it all in. And if I enjoy it, then like, you got me. I'm hooked. I'm going to be a subscriber, a subscribe hair. And speaking of that, let me see if I could bring up a window. Let me see if I could do this. Can I do this? Bear with me, folks. I'm going to clickety clackety on some things. And I have, there we go. I need to open up a second window. I have 2 members to the channel now. These are paid memberships, and it helps the channel and helps looking for things. And a lot of times I give things back. And I have some feel good news to share with you all from April. Usually I do feel good news at the end of the video, but I still do it because not everybody catches up on lives. When I go live, it's very random and not everybody has that time to catch me randomly like that. So thank you to everybody that comes in and rewatches my lives. Let me do this right here. How do I do this? In case you want to become a member, let me tell you more about it. Do I got everything muted? I think I do. All right, join. No, I guess not. I don't think I can do this. I was hoping it would give me a link, but it's not. So Google. If you have any questions, drop them down right now while I work on getting some information to share up on here. How do I find it? 17,078 subscribers. Summary. That ain't right. Trying to see. There's a lot of views. I just know there's a lot of views on this recent video. And I can't find the information to give you all. My channel. Go to my channel. Purchases of memberships. My memberships to people are Yvonne Thrift Rich, Mikey Bags of Money, the Nurse Flipper. Oh, wow. And 2 other ones that I don't even think they're up anymore. I need to make sure to cancel those. I have some memberships that I paid people. Welcome to Las Vegas. What? Oh my goodness, I forgot. I need to no, I can't do that on here. It's not like StreamYard where I have a super chat video to do. But after a cat and going live and growth that's coming up, I am planning on having my own StreamYard once again. And how I work on reselling and like my life and what I bring into it. I don't like going straight into my pocket to say, hey, I could get this right now. I like to push myself as a reseller and my lifestyle of it to have money come in from selling things to afford like new tools and apps or programs like StreamYard. So I'm going to be getting back to that soon. And this is different than Cat the Nurse Flippers channel, where I used to have a panel myself, but I am not going to have a panel on my end. I just want it about myself and me focus on you all and keep it that way. I do not want something being like, why do you have this and why are you over there? I just don't feel like that would be right for me, my personal opinion. How often will you do Broadacres? Thank you for that question. I want to go back this weekend, maybe Saturday, and that leads me back to April, who I was talking about. That I was talking to her yesterday, the Candle Lady, and she said thank you to everybody who dubbed her the Candle Lady. She is going to be doing a wonderful thing this weekend. She's working on the orders that people got from the video and went over to her site to get some candles. Very pleasant, very good candles. A lot of information in that video, and it was candid. It was beautiful. Love seeing her and her ex together and still have a good time. So this Saturday, she is planning on having, I think, 8 bags of kids' clothes, and they're going to be selling them for 25 cents. And she's doing that when she knows she could get more out of it, but she wants to do something for the community. I told her or recommended she should make a video about it. I'll share it. And I think it would be good for her business as well. Not that she's just somebody who makes candles and that's her business, but other things that she's doing. We all have many titles that we carry around. And with social media, I think it's a good thing when you use it the right way, how you could share your message and get people involved. So for everybody that really enjoyed the video, especially about April, and also ordered some candles from April, thank you on my behalf. And she said it herself. So I'll be seeing her Saturday, but she is going through some things to where she needs to rest. So I don't know if I'll see her Saturday for sure, but I know I'll see Michael. Michael was the other guy in the video, and he's the one that led me to her and them. So this Saturday, I'm planning on going, and maybe again Sunday. And the reason why, to me, Sunday are usually has more vendors. It's just a better time frame. It's always been that way, but it's never been like I've shared with you all in the video. It's never been that way. I've never been able to walk through aisles to get through other aisles and have it that open. Usually people are there and they're blocking off the area. Some people don't want you walking through their section to get to the one in the back of them. People are the way they are. And when they rent those sections, those slots, like they have every right to run the business their way. So it's sad, but it's also good to highlight some things that you missed out on. The rent that I know of has tremendously dropped from Lucifer, who told me he has 2 boot sections and renting a shed for around 1350, $1,350, that he is now being charged $250. That's a lot of money saved. And he is very thankful and he's realistic, telling me that he knows that's not always going to be the case and the price is going to go up when the places improve. But at least it's something that is not heavy on their shoulders to where you're not having that much foot traffic or customers and you can make that much money. And he has good stuff. And I want to go back. There was some t-shirts that I was looking at in the video of it that I thought, oh man, why didn't I get that? But sometimes like the hot just takes over you, and it was hot. And some people are blaming it, left comments saying that people weren't there because it's summer. If that was the case, Broadacres, because of the summer heat. So if that case, nobody would be there in the summer. The place would be closed. It is like people make up stuff and not think about things. When I myself have experienced Broadacres every weekend throughout the year, just about. I don't go 52 weeks out of the year, but I go quite a bit of times. Not only with me, I go with friends, I go with Caesar, I've gone with Mikey, I've gone with Carrie, I've sold there before. So it's not something I'm trying to make a video on or had any intentions of that. But people try to take away the real reason why. And there's a lot of reasons. There's not just one reason. And there's a lot of assumptions, which I wasn't trying to get into, nor am I, because I don't know all of the facts. Some people say it was because of ice raids that were there. There was no ice raids that were there. Some people said that it was like shady business. I don't know of any shady business. Like I can't say that. And that's all like alleged talk on other people that it wasn't worth bringing up and shouldn't be because I don't know the facts. So I kept it as real as possible. It's a nice thing I've been working on that I've talked to my friend Mikey Bags of Money about, that I tell him, like, I like your content. You have a great introduction every time. You tell people what to expect. And then even in between, from beginning to end of saying that, he has things that you are looking for, want to look for, and not have to like pick up and think about yourself, as we all do, reviewing items and pieces. Is it worth it or is it not? And just because you don't pick up a piece, there's a reason why. It may not be in the best condition why we put things down. But if you find it, getting it a shortcut compared to doing it all yourself, learning from the beginning of not knowing anything. Like I could talk about how I became a reseller with no help. I wasn't influenced by other resellers. I was influenced just to get a job to pay the bills by my wife, who heard it from her coworker, that ended up coming back to me with my wife of go to thrift stores. No idea what a thrift store is. I loved it, telling the story because that's what happened. Go to Goodwill. What the hell is Goodwill? Like me just feeling good. I don't feel good. I need a job at the time. So it was a lot of learning within a few, like 2 minutes, that got me during this conversation, looking across the street on the passenger side of her, saying, "You mean Goodwill like that?" And boom, went right into the thrift store. Found an item for 69 cents, a little rust roll. I shared this again in Captain Nurse Flipper's live. And then a few days later, sold on eBay for a little over 20 bucks. And I got like $19 after fees. I went on Yelp. I had no idea about Yelp at the time. This is back in 2017. And sure enough, there was another Goodwill just like half a mile from me. And I'm like, wow, this was like a whole raw, like newbie experience. Again, no idea about resellers, just off of what my wife told me and rolling with it. And then soon enough, I started like, oh my goodness, I would get my packages from eBay. I would handwrite everything on a paper, wait in hours to get to the register for it to be my turn, and then have to pay, tell them the information, until one day, it was probably like months later, a lady in line says, "Hey, you're always here. Are you a reseller?" And I didn't even know what like a reseller was. I was just like, I'm just trying to pay bills. I didn't think of myself as a reseller, but I was reselling. And I said, "Yeah, I sold this on eBay." And she's like, "Why don't you make the labels on eBay?" And again, I had no idea what to do or where to find things, until she said, "You do it on eBay and look on YouTube for resellers, and they help you with tips." And that's where things started just started taking off. Like it was freaking amazing. But those were better times, I would say, with reselling. It was like 99 cents for a t-shirt. Now, if you go to Goodwill here in Las Vegas, at least the ones near me, t-shirts are around $6.99. Pants are more than $10. And it doesn't even matter the condition that they're in. And I don't hate on eBay. As my wife says, it's all about business. She's the one that's very straightforward and business minded, very structured. I'm the complete opposite. She's a steak and lobster. I'm a hot dog and a bag of chips. And I don't care if the hot dog is burnt. Just give me some mustard. And I don't even care if there's cheese on it. Like that's how I am. So very opposites. And somehow we get along so much to where we're having a baby at the end of the year. If y'all didn't know, I'm very excited about that. So a lot of information there that I could talk about my experience. And that's why I like these lives, to let you in to know more about me. So yeah, I've lived, I believe it was January when they shut it down for 3 weeks. I think it was a week, a month or two, but I really don't know. It felt forever, but I think you're right. And 3 weeks doesn't sound like a long time, but that time in between when I'm used to sourcing there, free will, knowing, hey, the weekend's coming up, I'm planning to go. And then other times it's like, oh man, they're closed. I don't want to go to thrift stores. I don't want to look at $6.99 t-shirts. I like the face to face with vendors There's a lot of great vendors there. I haven't come across any horrible ones that I feel like, oh, just don't go there. I wouldn't even think that way because it's not my experience to put onto you to convince you to say that's a horrible person, don't support them. That would, in my opinion, for me, my morals and being a Libra, being fair and balanced, I just don't find that in me to ever put that out there. Like, don't follow this person or don't follow that. Have your own experience and just don't let them control how you think. Control how you think and enjoy all of it as much as possible. Oh, congratulations. Thank you, Carla. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on with the baby and the getaway. Like, there's a lot of planning we haven't done yet. And I can't help, folks. I look at my wife and I know she's gaining weight. She should be. It's healthy to see that. And I just think like, man, this is the most beautiful person in the world. And I just smile ear to ear. And she's like, what are you looking at? And the mood swings, they're here. They're at like 100%. And I don't know about pregnancy other than when I see family and friends and they always look the happiest, but who knows how it is behind closed doors. So if I ever come on here live with, or even on my videos to where I'm wearing like the blue blockers blocking out the sun shades, you probably know why. I probably got beat up a little bit by the wifey. Thank you, Flying Girl. Texas lady in the house. Oh, fellow Tejana. I'm from Texas. I'm originally from Texas. And with that, where's everybody from? Where are you watching from? I know we got Canada in the house. I think we got North Carolina, and I know we got some Vegas people. Your life will certainly change once the little one comes. I'm excited for it, Tracy. I really am. I can't say that enough. Lubbock, Texas. I got family out in Lubbock. I don't know if I've told you that. Sanchez and Gonzalez. Amante, Ontario, Canada. More Canadians. South Carolina, Colorado, sweetness. Louisiana. I love Louisiana. Fort Polk, Louisiana was my first duty station back in 99. And I had a great time there. And then all of a sudden, in less than a year, here you got orders to go to Korea. And then I love Korea. Korea was amazing as well. I was in Korea for 14 months before I got out the army and then went back in. And then I was in for 10.5 years. Deployed twice. It was a lot of fun until it wasn't. It's just after a while, you know when something isn't for you because it just weighs heavy on you. And that was the military. I loved it. I was like, this is going to be my life until I retire. And I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing after retiring until something came over me and said, hey, this isn't going to be good if you deploy again. You need to get the hell out of here. And I did. I got out honorably. I finished my time. I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to college afterwards for digital media. And my wife got me into that. She got me into digital media. And I don't apply all my skills that I've learned and skills that I have to put in my videos. I just like things to be as genuine as possible. But every once in a while, I do throw in like something like a sound effect or even make up my own, like if there's paper ruffling and it's not for me, I'm not able to hear it because I have ringing in the ear. I'll just record like this, like like little sound effects of my own to where you don't have to always find an app or a program. Where do you find free copyright sounds? Make your own sounds, make it your own. Be original as possible without changing who you are. Fly Girl, thank you very much. Yes, the mood swings, and my wife had postpartum depression, which I didn't believe in, and it's 100% real. So with postpartum depression, I don't know how that feels, obviously, but in the military, I was, which should never happen. I was part of the first platoon, and I was also part of headquarters. They had me in Hawaii doing things that nobody else has done. And it wasn't crazy stuff. You just never have a sergeant like I was or a troop, a lower enlisted, be in one platoon and the other. But they did with me. So I was in the records office. I did all the memos, the scheduling for around 147 people. I knew their lives, their last names. I knew everything. I'll put them in the classes, college classes, army classes, training, flights, like you name it, I was doing it all. I was the man. I could name everybody, starting with their last name to their middle name to their first name, and then say it American Western way, first, second, last, right? So I was really good at what I did, but it was also spreading me very thin to where I would crash out sometimes. I couldn't even go to the restroom without my first sergeant yelling like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "Geez, like what's the deal with me?" I don't know, but I guess I was just a do it all that people depend on people that are capable of not complaining and doing their job and doing it successfully. So it's a blessing and a curse. And for the longest time, it felt like a curse until after I got out and started working on myself, that I started to see more of the blessings, having more control for myself. And I think that's the biggest thing in life that we work on unknowingly is how do we have more control of everything and just have our own peace of mind and our safe place to be. Like me, for example, at home. I love being home. I hate leaving home to where I don't even want to thrift majority of the times. I just want to be home and relax and be zen. Very grateful for your service. I love our veterans. Thank you. Do you think the future down the road with baby, that baby will be a backpack shopping with you? Will the baby be on the go and any videos with you? Carla has told me I don't want our baby on social media. And I said, woman, that is not going to happen. There are very few things that I don't put my foot down. And I said, Carla, babe, love of my life. You could say all you want, but this baby is going to have a head start in life. And if it has to deal with a little social media to help them, him or her, just have a step ahead, then I'm going to do that. But I also know there are some things where how I was raised and told I could be anything I want, that didn't give me a guidance to focusing on art. Knowing what I know now, as we all do, if we started over, is what you can. I just don't want to make that mistake that I didn't know about, unknowingly mistake, to where when we have our child, that if they're into something, say a sport, this is go train. We'll do that on our own. You have actual training classes. And if you want to get into singing, you have to wait and give this some time to really experience it and then jump into something else. I don't want our child to just not give something a full experience to understand how this is going to benefit their life. And I think the more they go through things, you're going to see not know it. They won't know that they're resilient. They'll just do it naturally. It's like me being raised by two artists. I've always seen my mom draw and my dad draw, and they have their own styles. I never seen them taught or say you should do this or you should do that. So I always just came natural. And I think that'll be with how we plan on doing things for our kiddo. I'm excited for it. I will be looking at like cool strollers. I want to have like little costumes. I want to do matchups. I want to do the things people often do where you have like a themed photography. I do have a DSLR camera. I need to knock the dust out of it off of it and apply it when the baby comes. And I'm just praying everything goes good. That's all I could ask for. And the rest is up to us to be there for our kiddo. You're going to be a great father. Fatherhood, Sonny, at Fatherhood. I used to visit El Paso a lot. Is Caesar still insider? Caesar's from El Paso, I believe. Would buy things from El Paso, saddle blankets to resell. Saddle blankets do really good, especially like the thick throw rugs, like the Aztec, or some people say Native American rugs. Those are really good, but there's also some I've seen on Facebook Marketplace recently where this whoever listed it said that it was vintage, and I looked at it online and I found it on Amazon, the exact same one, and then all of a sudden their post came off and they changed it. I guess somebody might have messaged them saying that you're wrong, that's not vintage, but it could be. There's a lot of throwbacks to exact things almost the same way to new stuff. See, Caesar just came back from El Paso. Yeah, Caesar's the one that told me about the taco place that we went to. That one got a lot of views on my other channel, my TikTok channel. Yeah, I didn't wake up for him to call me because I was asking him. I was like, I want to hang out with you today. We got Shagun in the house. What's going on? When are you coming to Vegas? What's up, chat? Shagun is, I'm a reseller. He also has a YouTube channel. Speaking of YouTube channels, ladies and gents, how many of y'all know Caesars from my video? Cesar from my videos. Any of y'all recognize Cesar from my videos? I have a lot of family throughout Texas. I know I have some in San Antonio. And I know one's married. I just don't know what her last name is now. Yep, me. Yep. 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 I love those characters. Carrie the Desert Mermaid has one of those yip 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 yip. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Yep, I'll be back in Vegas for Xmas. Cool, man. Cool. I can't wait. Oh, I can't even say that anymore. I love that right now. The weather is pretty awesome. Just yesterday was like our day before yesterday was like 90 degrees. Yesterday was a high of 91, and then today I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. Nice overcast right now. Looking outside. So the reason why I asked if y'all are familiar with Cesar is because I want him to start a YouTube channel. He does everything, like everything. Him and Elizabeth and his family, and I see that it could be something like he doesn't need help. He really doesn't, but it helps to show people what you're doing and it helps with business and there's a lot of things that come along with it. And I just want people to know more about my friend and see how amazing hard worker they are, like his entire family. I had one of your viewers ask me take a picture with me because they can see me in your videos. I've had a few people say that they want to go see Caesar. They're like, we just seen Caesar. Oh my gosh. And I mean, it's not that it's me showing him, it's Caesar being himself. And that's what I like recording the candid moments. It's not, hey, Caesar, I need you to say this, go record. That is not who I am or how I am, unless it's like it's for a reason. And it's very rare if I ask somebody like, can you just walk this way? Like, I think once I asked Mikey Bags Money, can you just walk right here, just walk right here. And he's like, okay. And I was like, no, like a little bit more right here. And it's something that I needed within a frame to make sense for me. But other than that, I am candid, candid as I am here live. Yeah. Lorraine, there's some things when Cesar and I are together that I say, and it's like it's the Texas mouths. Texas lady knows. All the people from Texas, sarcasm, witty, like we are like cactus. Like we are just ready to just poke people with our just shenanigans. And Caesar is one of them. And I am so happy that his wife stopped me at the Goodwill Benz that led to me saying hello to him and then us becoming the great friends that we are right now. And it's a beautiful thing. They make me miss Texas less and less. It is my family from Texas here. That's what they feel like. Hello, my friend Sonny. I'm watching you like a hawk. Caca. This is, oh, hello, my friends. Hello. So we got Richard and Lois here. They visited the last 2 times. Wonderful people. They also messaged me on Facebook from time to time. Just both, like one will message and then the other on the other account. And I was like, I love this. Like I feel like you're here. And after a while on YouTube, it's kind of had that hard to have that concept of like you feel like you have family around you because I didn't used to have that. I always felt like spaced out from people that I could never be that close or wanted to be that close because of things that have happened in my life to where now I wake up and I'm just smiling. I get a comment or I get a message or more than anything, just these thoughts in my head of knowing that there's people there that make me feel like we're all right here in one spot, like literally physically, but not physically. So I was trying to find my membership thing, but I can't find it. I don't know how to do it anymore. Manage memberships. Oh my goodness. I got memberships that I need to cancel. I don't think they have these shows anymore. But anyways, under my video, I think it has a little thing that says join and you get to choose between 2 memberships. If you want to join one and be a member, it definitely helps the channel and I get to find some stuff with it. And as many of you know, I'm always paying it forward. So it's just another way to support, but you don't have to. You just being here and visiting, even watching after replays for people who come in later, that's a huge support. And that's why I like being in your Discord family. Lots of fun. The Discord is fun. There's not a lot of people in the Discord, and I don't know if I could do it on my computer right now. But there's a lot of people when I recommend like join my Discord or Facebook, and I know there's a lot to follow, but if there might be one for a person that wants to follow that more than the other, and on different like Facebook, all these different platforms really has a different grasp of people that want to be involved. In the Discord is more of like a handful of us that often talk when we need to, and I need to figure out how to reset my alerts because I'm not getting the alerts. So I have to check on it every few days when I'm like, wait, where's my Discord people? Let me look into it. and it's a reseller cartel under that. If you're in the Discord already, you could follow multiple people. There, I think there's I don't know if Trash to Cash does theirs. Dave, Kevin, and Carrie. I'm pretty sure they do, but I know they're pretty active. The last time they had Trash to Cash Las Vegas, that was a fun event. I got to meet a lot of people. I haven't been to very much events, but I will. I'm glad I said this. September 13 is the cake exchange. To remind everybody or let you in if you didn't hear about it, I'm going to be sponsoring a cake maker. This person works for the UFC, so I was told I was going to get some perks later on, which is not needed, but pretty awesome to get some t-shirts in my size or some UFC merchandise. So I'm happy for that. But I'm also looking forward to this cake exchange of sponsoring somebody and also trying out other people's stuff and recording it and sharing it with you all. That'll be on my other channel. If you're not following that one, let me get that. That'll be pretty easy to do. And then did I miss something? Was there another? Mary Jo Schrader, welcome to the Las Vegas squad. I was like, wait, I seen another green little tag. Thank you for joining. I very much appreciate you, Mary Jo. And I know you've been coming in here more often. Thank you so much. And yeah, that was right under a Captain Ernst flipper. That's probably when I turned away. Thank you both so much. N Vegas ad well. Happy birthday. So mine is the 31st. Ooh, yep. Saw you taste testing the cake. I didn't show the cake, and by the time like I got over myself from indulging in it, like in four days, the cake was gone. But they said they're also great at making, are known for making. People recommend their carrot crumble cake, and I do love me a good carrot cake. One of my favorite cakes is from my aunt Esther, who is in Bigfoot, Texas. It's an actual place called Bigfoot. It is right next to Bigfoot or Moore, Texas, Moore, Moore, Texas. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to try that. But whatever she makes, I want to represent her the best that I can. This is who made it. This is the ingredients in it, and I don't know, experience it. I've never been to a cake exchange. No, you are welcome. So yeah, where are we at right now? How long have I been on here? That's the thing I don't know on this. Oh, 51:59. So 4:23. So my wife will be waking up if not already. Her cravings will let you a little bit more in on my wife is that she gets cravings, hard cravings, that it wakes her up, that she has to eat to feel like her body's like, you could go back to sleep now. And it feels like it's every 2 hours and things are starting to roll. Like when a baby's born, they say you got to feed a baby every 2 hours. I'm seeing it now, and I have been seeing it for a few months. Like she's snacking or eating every 2 hours, and she's not getting big, like huge, like crazy, but she is gaining some weight, and she should be. I feel like that's healthy to be gaining weight when you're pregnant. And 20, I think we're at 23 weeks right now, as of yesterday. As of yesterday, 23 weeks. No cravings. If you haven't followed, oh, that's what I was going to do. If you haven't followed my other channel, Sonny Las Vegas, Sonny Las Vegas Life. Did I put it on here? Let me see. Let me try to get it. Here it goes. Oh. All right, I'm going to put this in the chat. This is my other channel. So this is my more of my, now it was a vlog. I'm going to get back to vlogging, but it's more of keeping it alive through food content, foodie videos, and it's doing pretty good. One of my videos reached like 40,000, but the thing with shorts, it doesn't get as much traction like a long form video if you're monetized, if anybody cares. But I like that I've been able to keep it active with very short, literally short YouTube videos. And I just loaded one today. I'm not sure how that's going, but it's a place we went out to called Ina, Simon, and Diner. So Ina means land of Simon, and this place is like a throwback to Hawaii. And I've lived there for 10 years. And if you've ever been to Palace Simon out in Oahu, this place is amazing. It's like a hole in the wall. It could get very hot and it doesn't even matter. how hot it is, people still line up to get in this place for their Simon and also for their beef skewers. Their beef skewers are amazing. And the place that I just shared today on my vlog channel, this is like it nails it. It is a taste of Hawaii in every bite of things. And I am so happy that this is the case because it is hard to find like Hawaiian places that are going to last. A lot of them close. They don't believe, a lot of people don't take advantage of social media to promote themselves or reach out to people saying, hey, can you come and, check out our place and promote it? And if they could afford to pay people, like you should. And I want to get to that point where I start doing more of like sponsorships for people. I've actually not the first time I've done it. This I think is only the second. But one sponsorship I did, also Mikey Bags Money, and I think a handful of other resellers, was for a reseller who was doing a marathon, and he had our logos, our usernames of YouTube on the back of his T-shirt and stuff, and he kept repping it for a while. And then I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him probably like in a year, but he did pretty awesome. I think that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting anything after a first video or even a tag. I didn't care. I just wanted him to get to where he needed with our help from everybody. Praying for her on a peaceful and beautiful labor for. I hope so too. I hope so too. Like that's all you could really ask for. But if you follow my other channel, that is my vlog channel. I am looking at getting back into, is that my channel? Yeah, that is. One of my videos on there did pretty good. We went to H Mart and we just went there a few days ago. So I want to get back to long form content vlogs on that channel. And I think I'm going to do a follow up to H Mart because that one got 17,000 views. That was 3 months ago. So that was pretty awesome. That's when we found out Carla was pregnant. So yeah. So I think we're right about an hour. So ladies and gents, I appreciate y'all for joining me today on my live. I am going to be working on getting a better camera setup to where I'm not looking to the side the entire time. I like it to be as if I'm looking towards the camera, but I got to read things off on the side. But thank you all so much. I hope you enjoy your time with me. I very much enjoyed you all hanging out with me on another weekly live chat. And I'm going to be doing more of this and do my best to have like an hour talk with you all and also let people who don't know about me that is following, because we had, let me get back over here. I'm going to tell you how much this last video, the video alone, how much subscribers it brought in. But I really want them to know why they're following me and support the video, not just because you saw an awesome video that you thought are a reason why to do it. So I just want people to know who it is. Where do I go? Let me see. Go to analytics. Whoa. As of right now, I think it's like at 38,500 views. This last video with the one April in it that I went to Broadacres. And it brought in 306 subscribers. That is freaking awesome. This is one of the craziest things I shared on Instagram, the Sonny Las Vegas on Instagram, THE Sonny Las Vegas, is that this is the closest in forever that I've had an audience be nearly tied with females. Other than everything before this video for years, women on my channel have dominated. And again, I am pro women, but I'm also pro good people. So I welcome everybody with a good vibe. Oftentimes it was around 86, 87 point something compared to the rest being males. And now like it is like now the men are winning, are dominating by like 2%. So like 52% and 48% females. So crazy. Oh, actually, no, it just flickered. Males are at 56.8 and females 34.1. And unspecified, that's a new one for me. 0.1%. Freaking awesome, which I like. This is a good thing for me because YouTube is, well, I'm having my videos come out more and more, but also it's showing like other people to like push out to. And there's so much space and room for me to grow that I look forward to this. And I work on this all the time, just being who I am and showing you what all that I do. And I'm a pretty open book about things. I'm here for a good time. So ladies and gents, now I am done. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to see about my baby mama and start heating up her food before I head off to work. And I might just do a little thrifting afterwards. So thank you all for joining me. After this, go under the live and just say something nice. All right, just you say whatever you want, but go go under the actual video and leave a comment. All right, say that you watched and so on, just to let people know people are watching, because I don't think they always see the people in the from the live chat replay. And I just want to know your presence too. It's not just for me, but to know that this is a community and people are participating in, which I really like and appreciate. So thank you all for watching. Y'all have an amazing week, and I'll see you again next week live. But I will be working on another video for you all very soon, like either tomorrow or the day after. So adios, and thank you for joining me. See you again soon.